Hey guys, going to show you the new gears in the shop for North America's version of Lost Saga this week. So I'm wearing them right now. The shop's kind of acting wonky, so I'll show you it in my inventory on it. So you got Super Outfit, it's an armor. You've got Nuclear Soldier Strike, Nuclear Strikes. I don't know the whole name there, but Nuclear Strike, it's a trinket. And you got your Predator Scout helmet. I don't know the full name of that either, but it's a helmet. So it looks like this on a female. Let me go ahead and show it up close here. So you get those little chunky Tifa Lockhart kind of boots, I guess you would call that, and a really big skirt and uh, kind of like a giant Jubilee April O'Neil kind of trench coat looking thing. So not too bad looking. The helmet looks kind of cyber warfare kind of thing. You breathe smoke out of it. You got that little eyepiece, and the trinket's just a pretty big weird looking gun, something you'd see out of Borderlands, it looks like. So kind of interesting look on a female there. Let's go ahead and see how it looks on a male, and then look at the gears themselves. Decorate, what is it, gender? I never change my gender, so I never know. So this is what it looks like on a male. Main thing is you get like the cargo looking pants, the circus looking pants, and the boots look like clouds from Final Fantasy VII, and the helmet and the trinket look pretty similar to the female. So let's check out what these do. First off, we're going to cover the armor, read the skill here. You go, grab a target, and throw. So you press D to grab and D to throw. So I know what you're thinking, is it lag sensitive? So this is how it's going to work in HQ, and then we'll go into the plaza. So this is how it works. You can carry someone around infinitely if it works this way. Of course, it's not going to work this way, guys. If you throw them at a wall, they'll bounce off of it and float around. Let's go and wait for the recharge here. If you just throw them in a random direction without a wall, they'll fly a very, very far distance, and they'll do that floaty status again, and they'll take a little bit of reduced fall damage, it looks like, but not as bad as Succubus, maybe. But yeah, you can do this multiple times in HQ. I think it auto takes off in Plaza. We'll test that in Plaza. But yeah, it actually will work in Plaza, so let's go ahead and test it on some people in Plaza really quickly. So here we are in a plaza to test out the armor, guys. We're going to check out the lag sensitivity. First off, sometimes when you trigger this and try to trigger it multiple times, it will stop without even letting you continue. Right now it seems to be working for me, but usually it seems to cut off right away. So I'm going to try and grab this guy, and you'll see it cut off right away without letting me go into a second hit. So that's one aspect of the lag sensitivity behind the armor. Sometimes it will end prematurely even though you did not choose to end it. However, you can see I still managed to grab him and throw him, so that is a pretty good sign. So we'll do it one more time on this guy. So another thing you can do is you can still change the direction. You cannot really carry them around like you could in HQ, but you can change the direction if you aim in opposite direction. So it will still work like that. Sometimes it works like that, but it occasionally only goes in the one direction. We'll try and turn around and turn him around again here. I think he just went up here. We'll use him as a test dummy before finding another one in a second. Let's see, where did he go? I forget my HQ layout sometimes. So yeah, we're going to try and aim him towards behind us, so let's try that. So, no, I was aiming behind. It kind of moved. It didn't throw him forward, but it aimed him sideways. So if you want a reliable way to edge with that, you're probably going to want to be not touching the directional keys and just let it go forward and rely on that instead of trying to change directions. You can use it out of desperation if you get lucky, but generally it's probably better to just let it go in the one direction. So you can see it's still working on another person there. A lot of people have the same similar lag sensitivity typically in the game, but there's some bad laggers, but I don't think there's any too bad ones in this plaza. But you can see it'll work on your ordinary player pretty reliably as a forward momentum. If you try to change directions or if you try to keep it going, you're not always going to have the best result. So that was kind of a funny result there. I kind of changed direction a little bit late there. That was really interesting looking. But yeah, it's an okay gear. So enough about the armor. We're going to go ahead and cover the other gears in HQ. So I know I said, guys, about the armor, enough about the armor, but one thing before I continue, it does pick up grounded. It even works in lag sensitivity, but it still works the same way as if it was lag sensitive. So check out the armor here, the helmet. A helmet you might be familiar with. You summon this little thing here. If it gets close to someone, it locks on them, and pulses beams if you choose to attack. Otherwise, you can keep floating it around, have your teammates or whoever floating on it. The more you attack with it, the more the cooldown goes down. So you can use this strategically with your team to kind of get them in position. Maybe use it with a ranged teammate. That's kind of an interesting thought. But the moment you start attacking is when the cooldown starts really depleting really fast. So you can use it as a supportive device or an offensive device. The offensiveness is going to really go down pretty quickly, however. So your trinket skill, you pull out your little laser pointer and you can mark in this much of a radius. You only have that much time to aim, so I didn't cancel that manually there. So I only had a little bit of time to aim there. So you can see the radius. Once you press your D key, it'll pop down on someone and bounce them up like a nuclear strike. So let's see if it strips gears on the pirate here. So yeah, there you go. You got a gear stripper, and it's a lot quicker than the sapper nuke as well. So this is like a really souped up sapper nuke. You also will not hit yourself with this either. So even if you're standing on it, it's not going to hit yourself. So pretty nice there. It didn't take away any more of his gears there. Maybe you got to get it right in the middle. Yeah, it looks like you got to get it right in the middle to get a gear. Maybe I don't know. Oh, maybe it did take his gear. Oh well. Wait, armor, helmet. No. It must have taken his trinket, actually. So yeah, it seems like a gear stripper, pretty quick, pretty nice. I mean, you get a nice launch up. Try this, and then you do that, and then maybe you can go into some juggles. It can work out pretty nicely at times. It seems like it's a really long cooldown, though, so be aware of that. So all these gears, guys, pretty decent. The armor is a pleasant surprise that it actually throws instead of just drops someone to the ground like so many armor grabs. It's a little bit unfortunate that you can't get back-to-back throws like you would think you could, but it doesn't deplete the cooldown permanently, so you can still manage to get it back kind of quickish if you got a good armor cooldown. The helmet, I would say, is kind of a wash on that one. It could be useful, I think. It could be very useful for getting your team into a camped kind of area. Put them on this platform, sneak up on someone, and let them rush in ninja style and assault them. And then you can attack with it and go in with them. So it can work out pretty neatly using that. So you can use that as a strategic kind of gear. It can be really fun. The trinket, again, this is a pretty good trinket. The cooldown might be of some concern, but generally it's got some good stuff going on with it, with the gear stripping and quick trigger. Let me check the damage here really quickly on DevK. DevK is not the best check for damage, but let's check the damage. Not too. Look, that's pretty good damage actually. That could be pretty good. So yeah, you could juggle off that, get some gear strip, and get some good damage out of it. So good gears overall here, guys. Hopefully you guys, if you pick them up, you enjoy the gears. Otherwise, maybe next time, maybe you'll get them for free. Hopefully sometime. So that'll do it, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.